It means a lot to me to move on. You know, it would have been hard for me to not move on at the hands of the Lakers. You know, it means a lot to move on.
You talk about Jet's performance on this stage.
His focus has been amazing. You know, from game 5, I think, of Portland series. He's just been a different guy. You know, he's been totally focused. You know, and it's rubbing off, and it's contagious for other guys. You know, when they come in like that, and him and Dirk and those guys, and you can see in their eyes that they're ready to go, our team is almost unstoppable.
What do you attribute to that focus during the game?
Just understanding what we have here. You know, a lot of times you can start running off momentum, and you can see that, hey, you know what, this team is pretty good, and we really do have a shot. And then all of a sudden you say, hey, this is my time, and this is my time to shine, and this is my moment. You know, I may not never have this moment again in life, and I think it's turned on a lot of lights for a lot of guys in this locker room.
How helpful was the crowd today?
The crowd was amazing. You know, they just cheering for him the moment that we run in. This is what home court is all about, home cooking. You know, we feed off the crowd. Even when we had the lead and Lakers started to dig into it, they did what you want a crowd to do. They start screaming and energizing us, and come on team, let's go. And I think we fed off of that a lot.
You outscored 36-16 in the second quarter. Can you feel it building as you guys win?
Yeah, I could definitely feel the momentum changing. Just you know, when we play defense the way we did, I don't care who we face. You know, we'll beat them. You know, I don't see many teams being able to keep up with that kind of pressure, along with defending us and the type of firepower that we have offensively. That's a tough task. I think the times we run into problems is when we take nights off on the other end. If we show up every night defensively the way we did tonight, there's no stopping this team.
You've seen a lot of Pedro over your career.
Yeah.
Tonight, about as hot as you've ever seen?
No. The other day in practice, I think he made like 43s or something like that in a row. So he wasn't even close to that tonight. I can't even make that many layups, let alone.
Talk about it in the game.
In the game, I've seen him pretty scorching. He took on a challenge when we were in New Orleans, and they were saying that Adam Morrison is the best shooter in the game. He took that a little personal. He scored our first, I think, like 28 points or something like that.
Tyson, how do you not?
I don't know. We may still get it. You know, that's just an opinion. I've never seen this team as being soft. I've been, in the trenches with this team throughout, from training camp on. I don't think this is a soft team. I think we're mentally tough, and we're starting to show people that.
What's this series mean for you guys? Besides just moving on, what do you prove yourself?
That we can lock a great team down. And that's a great team over there. You know, they got obviously, they're back-to-back champions, and they got the personnel with the bigs, and then they got the best closer in the game. And we were able to keep those guys at bay. You know, that says a lot about this team defensive-wise.
How do you not celebrate too much knowing that the big prize still lies ahead?
Because we're not there yet. You know, you can see it in everybody's eyes. You know, you look around the locker room, guys are not that excited. You know, it's a big win, yeah, but we understand that we got more to accomplish.
Are you shocked or surprised that you did sweep them, though?
Shocked, no. I think I felt like we would win the series, honestly. But if you asked me for a prediction, I would have said in 6. I thought we would have beat them in 5 or 6.
Tyson, unofficially, Kobe had 1 layup or dunk in 4 games. 1. That's team defense.
Yeah, that's definitely team defense. You know, that's us taking it to another level and understanding what's the threat on the court. You know, Kobe has always been a threat. He was a threat in this series. For 1 game, Bynum was a threat, and you see we made the adjustments and came back for this game and was able to slow him down. I'm just proud of my team with the way we make adjustments.
Based on the way the team is playing right now, is it a good thing or a bad thing that there's a rest coming up?
I'm gonna take it as good because that's the only way I want to think about it. You know, we got a lot of veteran guys that can use the time off and some time to rejuvenate themselves. Before the playoff run, Jason, got a couple days rest, set some games, and you see in the way he came out, he led us off in the first couple of games in the playoffs. So, maybe this rest will help for a lot of other guys.
Did that loss at Portland, when they had the big comeback, did that jolt anything into
it changed this team. because that was a reminder of that we're not invincible, and and you can be beat on any given night. In the moment you take a breath, and there was no letting up, as you saw tonight. When we got a lead, there was no letting up. There was no relaxation. We pushed the lead, and that's what true great teams do.
What did you actually have a meeting and discuss that, or was it just sort of a feeling?
No, it was the long plane ride home. Feeling defeat, from Portland to Dallas is a long way, and we had to play another game that we didn't need to. It was unnecessary.
What did you see on the ejections of Odom and VID000 and the sign of frustration on that part?
Yeah, Odom's wasn't too bad. He kind of just checked there. That was just a sign of frustration. I thought VID000, that was a total cheap shot. Guys defenseless in the air. And you take them out the air. A point guard at that. That was uncalled for. In a game like this, game is almost over. You're going home. It's not game 2. It's not game 1. It's game 4, and the series is over. I thought it was uncalled for, and I like VID000. It's just I thought that was really uncalled for.
How do you protect JJ? That's the second time that's happened.
Yeah, there was nothing to react. From that. You would love to do certain things, but you can't. And the way you get them back is by sending them home, and we did that.
You were talking out there on the court throughout the series at critical moments. How much pride do you take in being a defensive leader for this team?
I take a lot of pride. Being an anchor for my team. I think that's a big man job. And I feel good about myself when we have nights like this defensively. But I know it's just the beginning. But I love the direction that we're going in.
Do you get the sense that the team kind of entirely is kind of changing that attitude?
Yes, definitely. I can see it. Guys understand, start focusing on defense. Before, when I great job, Jack. When I first came to this team, I just seen that this team was just so offensively driven, and they only thought on one end. But now, we think on both ends, and guys are willing to give the effort on the defensive end. It's making a great difference. I mean, if you see, Dirk came up with some key plays tonight defensively and throughout this playoffs. I don't know if you would have saw those, in the past years. I wasn't here, but I don't know.
Well, since you guys snuck up on Portland and the Lakers, you're probably going to be favored the next round, so everything's going to get reversed.
I think we're still underdogs.
That's the Memphis Nuggets, is it?
Yeah, I mean, we got a chip on our shoulders until the end. That's the way we got to look at it. Until we win, we're the underdogs.